All right, guys, welcome to another episode of Wake Up. We're out here in Chicago, so ladies, let's give it up for Chicago. Today's topic is going to be basically, when do you presume your girl is a hoe? You know, like when is it time to be like, hey, you know what? We're friends, but I think I need to pass on you being with me. You know, I can't bring men around you because you're that kind of girl, you know? So we'll just start with our regular host, Diamond, over there. So when would you presume a girl is just, you know what? She's not worth it.
When she starts charging for sex and soliciting people in public places, bitch, you gotta go because you're a prosti.
Now that happens in Chicago? Now that happens in Chicago a lot, or what?
I mean, not just in Chicago. I feel like anywhere, period. But those aren't... I don't judge everyone, to each their own. You know, I worked in the nightlife industry, so I understand like the concept of flirting with men, whatever, making money. But I feel like there's limits. Like,
but you gotta... Oh, I'm sorry to cut you off. You gotta cut like a woman off if she's like there and she's picking up men for money, right? Yeah. She's a part of your gang and she's a part of your crew. You can't just sit there and be like,
yeah, it's definitely not a good look. One thing's being a stripper, but one thing's being a full-blown prostitute. And I just feel like, you know, there's limits, and that's definitely not somebody that I want to be seen with.
Yeah, and you are who you hang out with, so they represent you.
Association breeds similarity.
I know.
Yeah. So what about you?
I would say probably when you watch them fuck one of their friends, like their men, that's a cutoff.
So why are you watching if you don't mind?
Why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I?
So you're there
them?
watching,
no,
or okay? So you're saying figuratively speaking.
Figuratively speaking. If I see one of my friends fucking one of my other friends, like their man,
that's when you cut off a bitch. She's not in the crew.
Or like the third, venereal disease. That's usually a good time.
Girls aren't going to tell you they got a venereal disease.
You would be surprised.
Really? So girls in Chicago tell other girls?
Share more than, like with their girlfriends, I think they share more than men do.
Yeah.
They should, yeah.
I mean, like, more than you want to know. So.
Hey, Elena, what did you feel?
I think it's kind of a mixture of everything, because I kind of believe the same way. I think my ego's kind of high on who I hang around with, because like you said, they represent me. And like once, like Diamond said, once you're a bop, you're a bop. Like STD, I don't know. I think it's very common. Sometimes it's not your fault. I don't really blame women on that.
It's not your fault. They're to blame a little bit. What are you talking about?
All it takes is one guy.
Sometimes, right, you could be really just fucking one guy and then you get cheated on and you got an STD. But it's like, if you get it constantly and you're not protecting yourself, okay, bitch, you a bop, you gotta go. It's just like, you lose your standards. Like Diamond says, like, you just want to solicitate your body just to. It's different to like, once in a while you get that bag, you got to get that bag, whatever. It's an experience. But if you're constantly doing it, like, get
so how do you know to kick out a bitch? Hey, you're not a part of the crew anymore. How do you just be like, hey, I'm kicking you out? That's
when
it.
She fucks every guy you know.
So she fucks every guy you know. That's when it's like, you know what, bitch, you're done.
Yeah, because they were like, every guy we went to, they were like, oh, that's my friend. And he was like, oh no, we fucked that already. Oh no, we hit that already. I'm like, anyone else, bitch? Anybody else? Like, that's when it's too much. You're just like, ew.
You look like you got something to say over there.
I think it's like, what comes to play is we're all here to give and take from people. So don't sell yourself short. Whether it's a relationship, don't just be fucking.
Wait, what do you mean by sell yourself short?
Because you can, just because you're not taking money from someone, you can still sell yourself short. So if you're fucking someone, be sure that they're providing you with something.
Honey, we're not even talking about fucking for money. We're talking about you have a crew of women and you kicked one out because she's a hoe. We're talking about a crew of women.
When she's selling herself short, so she might fuck this guy because this guy's promised her something. I even gave her something. So it's like the mentality.
So when a man gives her something, it's okay for her to be in your crew.
She just takes whatever she thinks a man's going to offer something. I'm going to fuck him.
So you feel like it's worse to be friends with a free hoe?
Yeah. Well,
that's what you're saying, basically. You're not kicking her out of the crew. You're not kicking her out.
Yeah, it depends on the type of whore, because it's different.
But that's your hoe. That's your hoe. People will reflect on like, hey, I'm out with you. They reflect you with her. You know what I'm saying?
Let's say you had a friend group. What's an example? Like if your friend did something that you'd be like, I can't hang out with you no more.
Yeah.
Well, like publicly, like, okay, I guess at a party, like if you're naked at a party, why the fuck are you naked? Nobody needs to know your business and you're showing everybody that you're wild. Like you shouldn't be doing wild shit.
Mm-hmm. Wild shit.
Business and it's discreet. That's up to you, baby. That ain't my vagina.
So then you're cool with it? She doesn't get kicked out of the crew?
She knows how to carry herself.
So as long as she's doing it behind closed doors, you're fine with that.
That's her personal life. I have nothing to do
how
with
she
her
carries
personal
herself.
But that goes back to what we talked about last week, a little bit about woman code. So you have no respect for your own friends. That's what you're basically saying. You have no woman code. It's whatever. As long as we're making money, it's cool. That's what you basically said. So there is no woman code.
No, I said I can't.
No. I can rewind the tape and go back and see what you said.
No, I'm saying I can't judge her morality. That's her business.
Okay, but you can. You're her friend. When does it come to Chase that you can? Why not?
When she loses her self-respect.
Like, okay, when she lets it take over her life, and that's all that consumes her fucking man, then you have to go.
That's a good answer.
Like, she can't wait. She's got to, like, damn, bitch, someone new? Holy shit.
Or when there's always somebody new and they're always complaining about somebody. Like, I can't be around people who constantly have the same energy. You're always bitching about something. Like, if you're not bringing positive energy with the negative energy, get the fuck out of my way because you're annoying.
Yeah.
I can't do
So you kick a girl out if she's just fucking negative all the time, like Debbie
like
Downer.
if every time I talk to you, you have a fucking life crisis. Like, you
Yeah, so you're
gotta go.
not gonna be friends with her though over there, are you?
I mean, I might be friends
Why?
with her.
She's cool as long as you're making her money or making money against
mean,
her.
Your money. I have not.
No, you said money in general.
Like, to each their own.
To each their own. No, it's woman code, right? There's no code then.
I mean, everyone's grown. You can't tell a bitch, oh, don't fucking spread your legs and fuck for money. If you want to fuck, you're gonna fuck. And if I'm your
But
friend,
if she's on your crew, she's on your team.
I don't give a fuck if you're not doing it in public and you going and you sneaking off with somebody and you getting a telly and you doing your thing and you getting that shit, your shit waxed, then by all means do your shit. That ain't got nothing to do with me. It's not about woman code because we're all grown. I'm 30 years old. I don't have to tell you who you can or can't fuck. You can fuck whoever you want.
That's not
So, but that's not what I'm talking about.
In public
That's not what I'm talking about.
What are you saying?
I'm saying when you're cutting off a friend, somebody that you know that rolls with you. Like she said, if you're always down, like, someone you go to dinner with, someone you're hanging out with, this bitch is always down, and get rid of her, or she's out doing this and you find out about it. Like she said, all the guys, hey, we've already slammed her. It's a joke. When you come with that girl, us men in general, we think you're a fucking joke too. When you bring that whore out all the time, we think you're a bust down with her because you're guilty as association.
Well, sometimes the girl's just fun. Like me, I have a modeling agency, so I have a lot of girls that surround me. So I might have a couple hoes with me. Shit, that's fine. Do your shit, bitch. Like,
but I'm talking about your inner crew. We're not talking about an agency. We're not talking about that. We're talking about the girls you roll with.
Like the
best friends.
Your friends, yeah. I mean, as you get older, the crew, when you started, it was huge. As you're in your 30s, the crew is down to like 5 or 6 girls, right?
Yeah, because you had to get rid of the hoes.
You had to get rid of the hoes? Hey, what about you? What do you think over there?
I feel like, I feel like once you talk to my man, or like once you're like flirty with my man, then you gotta go.
Say,
like doing too much.
Start
Boundaries. Once you laugh a little too much
over
if
his
you're
shit,
a little
that's not
too
funny.
touchy,
Like, he's not that funny, bitch. Stop laughing. He's
So that's when you cut it off?
Yeah.
Like, you gotta go?
The cutoff is gonna be outside
Real
in
quick.
the parking lot because I'm gonna
Real
be
quick. I'll be waiting for you. I'll be waiting for you.
So one at a time. So you're saying?
Me?
Yeah.
If that happens, yeah, bitch, I'll be waiting for you outside.
So your best friend code goes out the window too?
That's gone. Everything's gone. If you're laughing too much at my man when everybody knows he's not fucking funny, yeah, we have a problem. Or if she's like fixing her hair, like all of a sudden she's like, oh my God, like.
Or the little baby voice comes out.
Yeah, like this little like cutesy voice comes out. Like, bitch, what?
But don't you think you learned a lesson too then? If somebody is hitting on your man, you'd be like, then your man's a sucker too, right? If it's your close friend or something.
It responds to it. It depends how he responds. Is he entertaining or is he looking at me and like, what the fuck is going on?
Right,
like, let's get out of here. That tells me a lot. And that tells me all I need to know. Like, if he's sitting there laughing back, yeah, he's got to go too.
He's got to go?
Then they can have each other. I mean, I'm not into protecting trash. Like, you just got to go.
So there's no like, okay, you grew up with these girls. They're all your high school friends. Like, some people stay in touch.
I don't care how long. I've known
anybody can get cut off.
Mm-hmm. Anybody can get cut off now?
Absolutely.
I don't care if we grew up together.
They show disrespect, for sure they're leaving. They're gone. Like,
What do you mean by disrespect?
like when they start like crossing boundaries and like going after like your ex-boyfriends, like people that you've talked to them about, like in confidence when they're like your best friend or like in your inner circle, then yeah, they gotta go. Cause like, why are you disrespecting me and going after someone that like I told you so much information about?
A lot of girls do that, and a lot of girls just wait for the right opportunity to suck the same dick you sucked. Like, it's weird.
And they get
It's
cut off.
weird.
So many dicks in the air. And they
That's
go
why
for the
by the
one
time you're
man.
30, your circles is
Right.
Right. I have two ones.
you can't trust two friends.
This is my circle.
And let's talk about why.
One at a time?
Why do men enjoy doing that, by the way? Why do men enjoy fucking?
I don't think they enjoy
I
it.
think they kind of get off on it.
I don't think they enjoy it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think they enjoy it.
Everybody
Just
loves
easy.
compliments.
It's an ego
I think
boost
that's
for
what
sure.
like, who doesn't like being told they're handsome or they're funny when your girl doesn't think you're funny? Then this other girl thinks I'm funny though. Let me get a giggle out of her. it feels good to
No guys care that you think they're funny. Trust me, they don't care that much.
But I'm talking about like, why do guys entertain? Okay, so let's say you're talking to a girl, right?
Yeah.
You stop talking to that girl, you stop fucking that girl, whatever the situation is, and then they go and they fuck their friend. Why?
But they might have vibed with your friend. You know what I mean? They might have been like close to your friend. You know?
No, I think that guys are being malicious.
Yeah,
definitely.
that
If
happens
you
a
try
lot.
to fuck with your ex's friend, I really feel like you're doing it with some type
You're doing
of
the most.
intent.
Like if I
I
fucked your
think
brother,
guys are
I'd
just
be
gonna
bad.
take what's thrown at them.
Well,
Why
I was
not
feeling
take the
the type of
vagina?
man, though.
You know what I mean?
And be honest with you, some guys don't care. You know, they don't give a fuck. But if we roles reversed, if a guy fucks your ex or anything like that, I mean, you don't really want to be friends with that guy. You know, realistically, that's not a guy you want to be rolling with for, you know, any crew. Most guys would answer the same thing. If a guy they knew fucked their ex, they're not rolling with that crew. They're not messing with those guys. Unless they're on some weird ass shit, you know? Because the new generation is everybody's fucking everybody and nobody cares.
Right.
That's the new generation. It's hate it or not, but that's it. The older class from the 30, women that are 30 and up, you know, they got more class, I would say. The younger generation between 19 and 23, 24, they're in that TikTok stage. They're fine.
Who's 19? Who's 19 to 24 here?
Oh shit.
You're 25. Oh, she's like, I barely made it. I barely made it.
Well, you girls are in the TikTok age, the Instagram age. You're more susceptible to social media. You're accepting on that. You're not logically thinking all the time. You get dopamine levels more from like who likes your pictures on Instagram or TikTok, and you know you're okay with
Not
doing
all,
it.
Not all women. Not all women.
I didn't say all women. I'm saying younger
I feel like
women.
a majority of
The younger women are.
older bitches too. There be old ass bops on fucking Instagram with their ass out trying to get likes. Like, this isn't an age thing. It's a fucking whole thing. It's a having your ass out thing. It's doing it for likes thing.
Yeah.
That's what it boils down to.
Seeking
It's not even about age. I feel like some of my younger girls, like you guys, are more mature than bitches I know. Got it more together than bitches I know in their 35. It's like, it's just the truth. You know, from personal.
I mean,
experience.
we can agree to disagree on that. You know, I think the younger generation is just.
I think it's more so the people that's raised by the internet. Solely, like, they don't have a parent or no, like, figure that they respect in their household that is watching. Like, Krishan Rock. Like, all that type of shit. Like, I want to be seen. I want to be heard. Those type of girls do whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah, it's insecurity, reaching for security through the likes and the Instagram and all that. Because girls who are secure really don't care about a like. Like, we know we're bad. We know we're good. We know what we offer. I don't think age has to do anything with it. You probably just haven't seen girls your age act that way, but there's a lot.
I've seen some things.
There's a lot.
I've seen some things.
It's very fair.
My friend actually did something you were talking about. She contacted this boy through Instagram that my friend used to have sexual activities with. And she said, oh, she don't give a fuck about him because she could fuck whoever she wants to fuck. But when the guy came in her presence, she hid. Like, she wanted to text him on Instagram, but she don't want to see him in person.
Oh, okay.
You see what I'm saying? So those are people that are very insecure with themselves that have to...
Or just
offer
no
sex,
morals.
they think that's what they can offer.
Yeah.
But I still think, like, there's that, like, select group of people, like, within, like, us younger people, like, or the younger generation, that, like, still have, like, morals and values and, like, wouldn't, like, swoop that low.
You're kind of saying like a lot. Can you stop?
Yeah.
So,
But, yeah, that
so just morals and morals. Just so someone having morals? Okay.
I think it comes down to the motive behind why people are doing what they're doing. Are they doing it to get attention from other
Well, I mean,
people?
you go out with a group of 4 or 5 girls all the time, right? You got some. I feel like women, they say, I got my bitches, right? Is that not? I hear that line all the fucking time. I got my girls. I got my bitches, right? And your girl, like you said, a fuck girl, whatever you want to call her, like she's out of line or whatever. I'm just trying to get the answer is, when do you cut her off? The big aspect of, you know what? Hey, honey, we don't want to hang out with you no more.
Disloyalty. When you start watching her and she's not being loyal to you, she's not being loyal to her man, she's just herself. She's just doing whatever the fuck she wants to do. It's sloppy.
Or like too wrapped up in a man. I feel like, you know, I've had like friends that like always gotta run and get dick. Like, that's annoying.
Every time
you
they're
know?
drunk, can't
Right.
go home to themselves.
If they're
That's a red
leaving you,
flag
if
for
they're
sure.
leaving you in the party to go get some dick,
Right.
that's
Right.
yeah. Like,
That's
grow
all they
up.
do.
You know, at the end of the
And
night,
they-
whatever, you know, but I feel like there's some girls that like, no matter what they're doing, they're gonna fucking Uber their way to a man.
It's like 5 a.m. and all of a sudden they get a phone call and they're like, oh, I gotta go.
I gotta go, right.
Throwing
Like,
on
bitch, we
makeup.
were just
Like,
having
what?
fun. Like,
Like,
no.
we're like in bed.
So that's when you get rid of her?
Yeah.
Big girl code for
That's-
me and my
yeah.
friends for sure. I've had a friend do that where she just wanted to wander off, and we're just like, we never talk to her again. We're just like, we come together, we stay together, we leave together. That's my friend's rule, because we got each other's back. And if you want to leave, it's pre-planned. And if it's spontaneous, let us know, because at least 2 of us are going home together. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's a security.
You don't
thing.
just leave each other.
Yeah, you don't.
All All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for another episode of Wake Up. Tune in next week. Let you know what's going on. Bye.